Lisa from the cherry on top. I just have a little bit of a process video I thought might be fun. I should have done a process video for this one maybe. It came together rather nicely. When you get a collection like the one I'm showing off today from throwing some scraps around and bits and pieces, it's really easy and efficient to scrap. I'll scroll you through real quickly down here. You can see some of the goodies that you'll find in it. It's really a very broad one. You've got lots of really cool pieces, cats and ghosts. Look at some of these really beautiful papers and stuff. I'm really digging on that. But yeah, that's a page I made from this lovely collection. And I thought it would be really handy for me to show you how to scrap very quickly with frames and clusters when you get those. Okay, I'm just going to grab one here. I don't know which paper I want to start off with. You can always open up a new document and do it that way too. Maybe we'll just do that. File, new, a blank file. And then I always call it tcot, and then whatever you want to call the file there. And we'll always choose a scrapbooking size. As you can see, I'm working with Photoshop elements. I've got several other videos here for you to check out how to scrap. I try to explain the process a little bit. Okay, so what you see is I just drug in these clusters, this frame cluster. Look, you can really turn it right into a quick page, and you could scrap so quickly because of that. Okay, so you saw what I did. I just threw that one in there. And then you can choose a paper to back it up on, if that's what you want, of course. You don't have to. Let's see what might go nice. It's rather detailed. Lots of details in it, lots going on there. So a really busy paper might look too busy. If you follow the cherry, see what I mean? That was not going to work. If you follow the cherry, you will know that I am not into overly busy pages. Oh, I really like this cute little paper that they cropped into that. That's not too bad. I'm wondering if I put a little shadow on it. It's still a touch busy, but I know there already is quite a shadow on this particular thing, so that might not work either. That's a little bit of a disappointment there. I quite like that. Let me go and get rid of that layer style, and I'll scroll through the papers a little more. Oh, I really loved this paper that Jody made. I thought it was pretty awesome. Ooh, that's kind of fun. That I like. Okay, yep, all right. It's nice and centered. Look at all that lovely texture and those colors. Yeah, I like that. Okay, now, they already have some shadows already that they put on there. I want to just play a little bit. I'm going to go to my effects, and I'm going to put a super, super small shadow. Oh, see, then that works. I put a really little shadow. The first time, I used a shadow that was too big, and now what we'll do is we'll come over here and we'll customize. Yeah. This is something I'll explain to you that might be a handy tip, is when you get this kind of a shadow behind paint, it doesn't look very nice. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to lighten my shadow, because it was okay until I did that. So I'm going to go as dark as I can. It's okay to have a little bit of a shadow underneath there, but it's not very realistic, is it? When you have paint, especially when it's really thin, like in some of these places it's really thin, well, naturally speaking, you're not really going to have a shadow. So that's kind of like, a pet peeve of mine when people put these shadows underneath paint. That's very unrealistic. That's the thing. I don't like it. Okay. Yeah, see, you could really see those shadows under the paint. That's not going to work. But this still looks pretty good. This is still really fun. You could leave it just like this and just plug in your picture here behind this spot. Maybe I'll even show you a little bit how you can do that. Just to make it easy, I'll just drag in a paper and see, you can see it behind there. You have to just make sure that it's behind the cluster that we just put in, and then just shape it to the size you need, the size that will fit that spot. This is an easier way, I think, to fill in your quick page images. I like to just pretty much make another little template for it. You just put that in there, make it a little smaller, make it fit in there nicely. and then it'll come out really nice. Okay, I'm not sure what that noise is. I don't know if you could hear it or not. I'm just going to go ahead and slide my picture, and I have a couple ready here. I don't have a lot of Halloween pictures here in Belgium. It's not a very popular holiday. They're trying to make it popular. They've been working on it, especially in my little neighborhood, my little village that I live in. They're trying to make it popular. They're really working hard. They have lots of things every year, new stuff to draw people into it. It's fun, and I think especially for the kids, it can be a really fun thing. So there you go. I just wanted to show you how you could use their things. Look, a couple minutes, and you could scrap really fast. Now, look, you could leave it like this, or you could go through and you can put in other things. You could use other things from the kit. Maybe we'll put a little bit of something here. You could put that there, and of course, I'm really into balance, so typically I like to use duplication for balance. You could put these here if you want, and you could put another pumpkin there, or go through some of the elements, maybe add a spider. I'm quite a fan of the spiders to make they add a little more creepy. You could even put the spider right on this zombie here. And then when you could give it a shadow, especially because we weren't really able to shadow too much around our cluster. I'm going to go ahead and simplify these things. For one, when you have this type of a file here, it's going to make your file a lot larger on your computer. So if you can ever go in there and change them or simplify them, you'll make your files a lot smaller. So that's kind of the beauty of working with a collection like this. When they provide you with these lovely clusters and frames, you can scrapbook so fast. I love this purple. It's definitely one of my favorite colors. We'll pop that in there maybe. If you want to just add some flowers over the top, if that's your thing. I saw something over there that looked cool. Typically, what I like to do is stick with the same kind of genre. Like here you get a cartoony genre, and here's something more realistic. Of course, everybody has their own thing. Everybody likes to do their own thing. But often, personally, myself, I like to try to stick with the same genre and repeat it throughout. I thought this was a cute little element here with the boo written all over. I thought that was really cute. I might want to put that up here, maybe. I think that's kind of cute. I love that element there. That was a really fun one. Good thinking there, ladies. Okay, I'll go through a little bit more. There's some more bats. Maybe you want to add a couple bats. You know what I did on my page? I don't know if you noticed, but if you ever feel like, wow, well, geez, okay, that's a little too many bats. Well, don't worry. Look, I'm going to come over here and simplify. And maybe you just want a couple. I simplified it, right? I'm going to come over to my eraser and click on it, and boom, boom, boom. Just get rid of any that you think are too many. You can make your eraser a little smaller. And just get rid of whatever you think are too many. Maybe so we could see that nice title a little better. Maybe this one here too. And then so, okay, maybe this one you think is too much. Get rid of whatever ones you don't want. Oh, no, maybe you like that last one. There we go. Undo button, baby. My best friend, the undo button. You can add a shadow or not. The shadowing is, I wouldn't probably go too crazy with the shadowing because, like I said, we couldn't really shadow that out and then it wouldn't really look balanced. But this is a really fun and easy way to scrap. When they provide you with such awesome clusters and frame clusters, you can really go to town. Let me just grab a couple of flowers, maybe, just one or two to finish this off. So we have a nice finished page, and you can see just how easy it is to scrap these up. I thought I saw that flower with a little bit of purple. That was kind of cute. I love to bring in all those same colors, you know. Okay, I think that's pretty good. We just have to bring it above the ribbon, add a couple of shadows, and we're going to be set. I just love that. Like I said, we go here and we simplify first, and then we can add our shadows. Otherwise, yeah, it's going to be a mess. Right click and simplify. Okay, and you want to give the same type of shadow to elements that are the same and to elements that are on the same level. I went with a darker shadow on these with this kit because the kit is a little darker. Of course, it's Halloween. It's kind of supposed to be, or at least should be a little bit darker for Halloween. It's always kind of fun. Here, this flower. Yeah, that's not too bad. And then the next one, and there you go. If you don't think that shadow's great, you can always double click on the FX, make it a little darker, make that shadow a little bigger if you want. And that's how you can do that. This one to me should be a little bit smaller, so it's just not touching that sequin right there. It's kind of cute, just like that. You don't have to have that, of course, or you can come down and double some of this from up here and bring it down there. Let's see what it looks like without all that. We'll just go over here and we'll go like this, because I kind of liked it even without that. Just with this and all. Maybe what I will do is I will select all the layers except for the paper, and I'll bring it down a little bit. It looks like it could be. See how I'm kind of centering it in this lovely frame that is on here? I'm centering it a little bit more. We'll bring it down. See how nice her foot and it's the same space away from this frame, from this moon and her feet. And then you got to look at the sides too. Is this the farthest piece or this? Is it about the same? Is this in about the center? This is your mark what the center is. And according to this, it's quite off. But because of the paint, it's going to look off. But you can always play with it, select all your items, and use those arrow keys if you want. And get it exactly where you want it. I think that looks pretty good like that. But there you go. Couple of pages and you've scrapped. I totally recommend the Spooktacular collection. It's really fun. You can find it in Jody's Etsy shop, throwing some scraps around, and you can find it in Go Digital Scrapbooking from Bits and Pieces. Or you can also pop over to our blog, the Cherry on Top blog. I'll have links for you there, and maybe some other extra special goodies that you can find. Thanks so much for checking us out today. Happy scrapping!